All right. Okie doke. Let's bring down the music here. Hey, what's up, guys? Oh, 3 likes already. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Alright, so make sure my sound is all good. Welcome in, guys. Hey, what's up, what's up? I see more people coming in. Hello, hello. Good to see you guys in here. Alright, hopefully everyone is settled in. Okay, perfect. I think my audio is perfectly fine. Amazing. Okay, well, welcome guys to Monday's live stream. As stated in the the live stream description below, we're gonna be talking about the tickers that were in, or that are in, this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report for the week of October 27th through 31st. Let's bring down the music a little bit more now. Okay, so first of all, we're gonna go over ticker symbol UNIT or unit, and then go over ticker symbol ARM, PATH, and TSLA. Okay, and I'm gonna go over ARM mainly here, alright, because it looks so good from a technical perspective. Well, I'll say every single ticker from this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report is absolutely A+ charts, okay, because, well, this is what we do. We try to find very, very good, actionable charts and trade them, right? Preferably swing trade them. Okay, if you guys didn't know that already, just from the name of the report called the CFO Swinger Watch Report. Okay, so with that being said, let's take a look at UNIT and give you guys a quick update as to what has occurred with this ticker. So, first of all, I have gone over a full in-depth analysis, a top to bottom analysis from a fundamental and technical analysis perspective for ticker symbol UNIT or Unity Group Incorporated. And if you guys want to know what this company does and what this trade idea is for this week, make sure you guys become a reader of the CFO Swinger Watch Report to get the full top-down analysis on this specific name. Alright, so I just want to give you guys a quick update on UNIT. I'm already in this one using the specific option contracts that I've outlined in the report as well, and hopefully you guys were able to get in this with me as well with today's price action, because today we're able to break over the previous high of the day and the previous high of the week. I said here, PHOW, and the previous high was, well, it was made last Friday, which also happens to be the previous high of the day. So we have both the PHOD and PHOW from last Friday's high sitting at $6.12, and we're able to push up higher, and we continued this very strong uptrend for most of today. Now, what's actually significant about today's price action was that not only was it a very nice bullish upward move, but it was able to close over this daily 50 SMA. Okay, and I was really waiting on this, and I've outlined that in the report as well during the technical analysis part for this official swing trade idea. And again, if you guys are wondering why I'm saying official, well, this specific ticker, this swing trade idea, had its own 3-page analysis done for the CFO Swinger Watch Report. And again, every single main trade idea, main swing trade idea, or even just a main investment idea for every single CFO Swinger Watch report is a 3-pager analysis, right, for that single stock. And so in that analysis, I specifically outlined that I really want to see a closure above the daily 50 SMA because, well, for the last about a month and a half, almost 2 months now, I think we are nearing 2 months, we have been squeezing in between the daily 50 SMA, this dark blue line, and the daily 200 SMA, this yellow line here, right? And I just love the fact that the daily 200 SMA has been able to flatline here, right? While the price made lower lows and lower highs, which meant that from a longer term perspective, buyers are willing to defend whatever area that the price was in, and specifically that area was in between the daily 50 and the daily 200 SMAs. And so to me, that clearly told me that, hey, if we were to uphold and at least reverse back higher, we have the longer term buyers and bullish traders that are willing to make the price revert back higher on the longer term perspective. And so we need to focus on getting a very good entry point. And so that's exactly what we did today, as I was able to grab a pretty quick and early entry point once I saw that the price was able to uphold over $6. So this is the previous resistance level now turned into a new support level, and especially with today's price action clearly told us that the price really wanted to hold this level as a new level of support. And so with this action and with this close, I really want to see the price retesting this massive descending resistance trend line and eventually break over it. Now, with all of this in mind on the daily time frame, if you take a look on this on the weekly or even on the monthly time frame, look at this massive multi-year flat base. Okay, so this chart pattern is huge, right? This chart pattern spans from, I would say, around January of 2023 all the way up into today, and so that's over two years, right? And so it's nearing over 2 years, almost 2 years, right? Over 2 years, excuse me. And so, I think if we're able to break back over this this massive descending resistance trend line, okay, there's a good chance that we can at least have another very good, spectacular uptrend higher away from this massive multi-year macro flat base chart pattern. And as you guys can clearly see here, as I've identified as well, the flat base also has a nice inverted head and shoulders chart pattern where initially back in early August we were able to break out of it thanks to the earnings reaction that we saw here in the first week of August, but we came right back down and we had to just close that gap up, and we're able to retest this massive previous resistance level. I mean, just take a look at this, right? The $6 whole number resistance level was a major weekly macro horizontal resistance level all the way back in 2023, right? Specifically mid 2023 and all the way up into now. And the fact that we are now using it as a level of support, like we saw just today, okay, as I've shown you guys on the daily time frame, clearly shows us that, hey, this is, well, it's clearly underscoring that this level is a very hard level of demand, area of demand, and a good buying area for buyers who are willing to see to buy and wait for a breakout over this descending resistance trend line. Okay, now that is kind of it for the update on the technical analysis for ticker symbol UNIT. But if you guys want a full fundamental analysis breakdown that I've done, a top-down fundamental analysis that I've done on this company, make sure you guys read the CFO Swinger Watch Report. And if you guys aren't readers of the report, make sure you guys click the second link down below in the description box to become a reader today. Okay, so with that in mind, let's take a look at ticker symbol ARM. Okay, and make sure you guys are leaving a like down below if you guys are enjoying what I'm saying here for tonight, and kind of the tickers that I'm giving out here. And if you guys really did not have any type of a watch list or trading game plan, hopefully this live stream tonight provides you guys with a very good watch list that is very much applicable and most importantly tradable, right, for this trading week. Okay, so before I move on, let me make sure I can get some water here. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys. Thank you guys for waiting. I got some water here now. Okay, so first of all, let's take a look at ARM from a monthly time frame perspective, because this is looking extremely explosive. Why? Well, first of all, whenever we see an IPO like this have a massive move up higher in the first couple of weeks or months, and then also maintain the progress that it was able to achieve in the first couple of months after being trading in the public markets, we tend to see this type of basing near the all-time high price action. Okay, and that's exactly what we're seeing with ARM, and it usually suggests that there are higher highs waiting for us for the longer term perspective. And this is kind of the IPO strength that I really want to see. And ARM has only been trading for a little over, I think, a little over 3 years now. It just achieved the 3-year mark here, I believe. Okay, and so you know, with ARM, this monthly time frame just clearly tells you where prices want to go, right? And that's the reason why I named this stream, can ARM finally go to $200? Because, well, just judging by the price action, as I've just explained to you guys, where after making a massive new all-time highs just within weeks of its IPO date, we were sticking to this triple-digit share price of $100 and higher, and we've continued to maintain that for 2+ years. And whenever we see a stock sticking to $100 and higher, and especially in the high 100s like it is now, where it's making a massive resistance level at 173 and this massive descending resistance trend line that is still near the 170s to the 190s. You know, well, not exactly 190s, but near 180, higher 180s is what I would say, right? The upwards of 180s, okay? We tend to see that the prices want to go towards that magnetic second, I guess, goal of hitting the next triple-digit number, which is $200, right? And that's exactly where I would expect ARM to go to in the next couple of weeks, or maybe in the next couple of months. And if it reaches 200, there's still a chance that it can go even higher. Now, why do I say this? Well, first of all, let's take a look at the monthly volume, where the volume is continuously increasing for the past 3 months, including just this month alone. And this month has a massive monthly candlestick, and if you were to end up with this massive candlestick, I will want to see continuation into November. And in November, that'll be a perfect opportunity for the long-term investors and buyers to eventually have the price hit that magnetic second triple-digit number of $200. It's just inevitable where a stock is able to maintain that first triple-digit goal of 100 to go to that second goal of hitting that 200 triple-digit share price number. Okay, and so it just makes sense, and I'm sure all the short-term buyers and all the people who are hyped about this name are also looking at this $200 profit target or price target as well. And so, or maybe it is a profit target for some, but it's just inevitable, right? Whenever especially an IPO that has a lot of volatility in the first 3 to 5 years is able to maintain a triple-digit share price for the first 3 years, right? And so ARM is just a perfect example of that. And the fact that it's making this massive monthly base, a flat base in the last 2.5 years, clearly tells us that ARM is very, very ready from a technical perspective to go up to $200. Now, from a fundamental perspective, ARM has been very much backed by SoftBank. If you guys don't know what that is or what they are, please Google it. You guys should know what SoftBank is from the last 5 years. I don't know how you would have missed that if you guys were, in the markets. But SoftBank should have come across your screen at least once in the last 5 years. But they are a huge backer of ARM. And yeah, just look it up, okay? The news is out there, the information is out there. It's publicly available news on SoftBank and what they do and why they are so much invested in. They just overall have their attention in ARM, okay? So now with ARM, if you go back down to the daily time frame now, there's a reason why I was focusing on this for this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report's list, or the momentum mentions list. So these are the tickers that have relative strength and bullish momentum or bearish momentum, depending on where the markets are at. But obviously the markets are in a tear to the upside, so we're only looking at tickers to the long side. But this specific name had all of that, right? It checked off all the markers here for it to be included in the list for this week. It had very good relative strength in the past couple of weeks. In the past 2.5 weeks or so, the price was able to maintain a very steady, tight consolidation pattern, as seen here, right? If you just focus right here, and the price was able to maintain a very tight price action right underneath this massive macro monthly multi-year 173 whole number resistance level. So again, it's a very stacked resistance level, as you guys can see here, right? Based on all that words that I've just spewed out for this level. And for the fact that we were able to break over it today, and the fact that we were able to gap up from last Friday's close and maintain that gap up with this close at 178.62, clearly indicates that we really want to be stepping away from that massive monthly flat base chart pattern that I just shown you guys, and away from this 173 whole number level. Okay, and so to me, obviously we have that longer term price target in mind, that magnetic $200 triple digit, or the triple digit share price number. But I think there is a very good chance that we can at least retest the current all-time high, sitting at, I believe, $188.75, right, as we head into its earnings report date, right? And that is coming up very soon, and that's at November 5th after hours. So as long as we can push up higher with volume, and obviously today we had a massive amount of volume, we just were able to close over the average daily volume, sitting at 5.98 million. But that's not the only thing that I'm looking at, because for the last couple of weeks, okay, ever since October began, we've been seeing the average daily volume increasing, and is still in an uptrend. All right, and as the volume is increasing, we're also seeing the relative strength increasing as well ever since October began, right, or at least the end of September. And so this clearly, to me, indicates that there is, again, number one, relative strength in the stock, and number two, bullish momentum. And we want to be in a stock that is doing extremely well and is able to follow through with the overall market action as well. And currently, what is the market action and trend? To the upside, right? And ARM is still doing that. And the fact that it was able to kind of also move away from that overall market volatility that we saw 3 Fridays ago, which is, I believe, here, okay? And the fact that it was able to snap right back up, back to this 173 level on the very next week on Monday, right? just clearly tells me that there is that great relative strength that I've been looking out for in this ticker for the past month and a half or so. Okay, so I've been looking at this name for a long time now, and just the fact that we're able to tighten up at this massive multi-year whole number horizontal resistance level sitting at 173, and we're able to retest and move tightly underneath another macro descending resistance trend line, which is also a multi-year resistance trend line, clearly tells me that, hey, we need to focus on this stock, and we most likely don't want to miss out on a potential rally to the upside. And that's the reason why I am in this stock, and that's the reason why this ticker was in this week's of the CFO Swinger Watch Report. Does that make sense, guys? Show me some likes in the chat, or at least leave a like down below if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, or at the very least you guys are enjoying what I'm giving you guys here from a technical perspective. Hey, what's up, guys? I see more people coming in. Hello. Guys, a little bit late, but that's okay. Hey, okay, I see you guys' reactions there. Awesome. Okay, so first of all, if anyone is just joining us now, make sure you guys watch the replay. I went over ticker symbol UNIT, which is the main CFO Swinger Watch Report swing trade idea for this week, and I gave you guys an update. Obviously, I didn't give you guys a full breakdown like I've done in the CFO Swinger Watch Report, where UNIT has an entire section for itself, a 3-pager analysis to the report. If you guys are not a reader of the CFO Swinger Watch Report, I implore you guys to take a look down below and look at the second link in the description box to become a reader today. Okay, now finally with ARM, okay, this is kind of the last thing that I want to talk about for ARM. Hey, thank you, man. BizPhone 8662, thank you for the thumbs up. So with ARM, it's a very high beta name, right? The ranges can be extreme. I mean, we've seen this in the month of October alone, but just the fact that I was able to tightly consolidate underneath this 173 level and then break over it today was amazing, right? And obviously my technical analysis has been working out so far for this name for the past year or so, or actually for the past 2 years, actually. So for ARM, you know, as a high beta name, you guys have to understand that things won't likely go exactly in your favor. I mean, just this month alone, I'm pretty sure it has frustrated both bulls and bears that are trying to trade this name. And so you guys have to remember that when massive days come, even just like a day today, it's a good idea to shave some profit off into strength, as I've always preached for the last 5 years since, well, Charts Focus 1 has been a company here and giving you guys these amazing trade ideas and amazing reports every single Sunday night, right? So with ARM, I'm still confident that we can continue to move up higher and eventually at least retest the current all-time high sitting at 188.75 and eventually hit that $200 whole number the whole number target, right? The second triple-digit target that stocks tend to hit when they're able to maintain a triple-digit share price of 100, right? $100. That's exactly what every real company out there is always trying to achieve. Okay, and so with ARM, since it is still a relatively new stock, it's been doing extremely well, being able to uphold this triple-digit share price number. And so, and again, not just at 100, but at the upper end of 100, sitting at 170s to the 180s. So, you know, I think ARM clearly has that magnetic desire to reach that $200 whole number level. Okay, so that is just my personal take from a technical analyst perspective, and obviously there are the fundamentals as well, and I've gone over the fundamentals for ARM a while back as well, when I was like at the lower ends of 102. So, you know, if anyone out there is a CFO Swinger Watch reader who has been tracking ARM and who has been in ARM since it was in the like the early innings of the $100 whole number level, then well, you guys should be in some great profits. You guys should be sitting in great profits as well. And so hopefully the share price will be able to achieve $200. So again, give yourself a pat on the back if you guys read that initial ARM analysis that I've done, which is again another 3-pager analysis or 3-pager section of the overall CFO Swinger Watch Report back then. So again, congratulations if you guys have been holding in with that position for quite some time, and hopefully you're able to see that $200 price target. Okay. Now, with that being said, I want to go to the next ticker in this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report's MM list or Momentum Mentions list, and that is PATH. Okay, uipath. And we're already in this one since last week. Okay, I'm not going to tell you guys the exact trade, but to give you guys a hint, it is an options trade. I personally have an options trade as well. I'm not gonna delve into the exact contract because again, that is reserved to my CFO Swinger Watch Report readers and to my private CFO Discord members as well. And again, just as a quick reminder, I've always said this in my streams and every single video, but if you guys become a reader of the CFO Swinger Watch Report, you guys would get immediate and full access to the private CFO Discord community. Okay, all right. So again, you guys get basically 2 things for the price of 1. Okay, right? So with that being said, okay, PATH here has been really piquing my interest since last week, which is the reason why we've been in it since last week. But the overall relative strength and great momentum, and again, those are the 2 criteria, those 2 factors that I look for tickers to be included in the MM list of each single weekly CFO Swinger Watch Report. This ticker just crossed off both of them immediately, right? And I saw that last week as well, and that's the reason why I was like, hey, I'm gonna have to add this ticker in this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report's MM list. And so with PATH here, if you just take a look at this from a monthly perspective as well, just like I've shown you guys with ARM, right? And didn't think you said I've been in ARM since 150. Hey, that's what's up. I'm glad you've been in with it, and I know you're a reader too. So amazing. Okay, so I'm glad you're able to get in at that early innings of the 100 triple-digit share price number. Okay, congratulations, man. So, you know, with PATH here, it's another massive base that again, we're taking a look at this from just this general area, but if you just take a look at it from the overall price action for the last, well, ever since its IPO, right? This one IPO back in 2021, okay? And so it's been about 4 years now, and this one has fell off, obviously, from its cliff where it IPO'd from, okay? It just fell off. Obviously, it IPO'd at a horrible time since we had that frenzy of IPOs in late 2021. That obviously was another factor to kind of signal that a bear market was about to occur in 2022. And again, I talked about that in 2021 as well. And I gave you guys fair warnings about that in 2021, late 2021 as well. So hopefully you guys were able to survive that 2022 bear market, okay? So again, as I was saying here, let's go back to the topic instead of going off on random tangents like that. PATH has been making a massive base here. It's not a pretty looking base, but it's relatively a pretty interesting one, because what we're seeing here is, let me just give you guys kind of a nice quick drawing. We're seeing a very nice double bottom here, right? It almost looks like butt cheeks, right? So this is a nice W chart pattern, a very flowy W chart pattern, or a double bottom, okay? And you know, I think based on what PATH is doing, again, this is a company that is fully focused on agentic AI now. They're really just hammering and investing into the specific next phase of the current AI revolution, and I talked about this specifically in this week's market summary of the CFO Swinger Watch Report. And so I really hope you guys read that part of the report, since it is the very first section of this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report. So again, if you guys aren't readers and if you guys really want to know what I've said about the overall AI revolution and what stage it is in currently, and the fact that Path is involved in this specific stage, well, make sure you guys become a reader of the CFO Swinger Watch Report. Okay, so I think, with Path here, the fact that it's been able to really heavily invest into this next stage of the AI revolution, and is trying to focus by being a company that is fully developing these agent AIs for other companies to use. So it's selling these complicated automated AI systems to other companies. I think Path has a very, very good opportunity to have a significant growth both in earnings and in revenue, and we're starting to see that as this company has been able to provide some pretty solid results for the past 3 quarters here. And well, its past 3 quarterly earnings report, and it was able to provide some very good guidance as well. So to me, that says something when a company is switching very, very quickly. Let me actually reload this right here before it glitches out. So as I was saying, this company has been able to pivot very, very sharply and very quickly and effectively to maintain, market relevance is what I would say. I think that's a correct term in my own personal perspective, and I think that's something that I really want to look out for, because of the fact that this is a very, very fast changing landscape. And Do Nothing said thanks. Yeah, of course. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, Do Nothing has been a reader for quite some time now, about I think 2 years or so. And obviously he got ARM, like you said here, at 115, and that was due to the CFO Swinger Watch Report as well. So again, kudos to you for following that initial analysis, and hopefully ARM is able to achieve that $200 price target that I've just talked about as well. Okay, so Path, I think, is on a spectacular exponential path here, not just from a technical perspective. I've just shown you guys here with this nice double bottom or W chart pattern here, but from an overall business perspective, right? As a company, and I think this company has the power, the overall market share and financial power to grab the reins on the next stage of AI, this agentic AI phase of the overall AI revolution, and continue to quickly shift to the next phases that come after the agentic AI phase as well. And again, agent AIs aren't going to be going away, because this is the actual application of AIs that is starting to take shape, because the infrastructure is now being built and is already established in some way, at the very least, even if it's still in the early innings, right? The infrastructure for AI and building large language models and hyperscale, whatever it is, right? Anything that's involved with AI, the infrastructure is already there now, right? And so now the application part comes next, and companies like UiPath is developing those specific applications that companies are looking for a good ROI, right? And so Path is building such agent AIs, these automated systems, these complicated automated systems that they can sell to other companies that are needing such AI systems, these automated systems that can potentially save the company a lot of money, a lot of input costs in the future, and again, could give them a good overall ROI, return on investment, for buying such agent AIs from companies like Path. Okay, hopefully you guys are understanding what I'm saying here. If not, please go ahead and take a look at what agent AI is, or whatever you guys don't understand about agent AIs and the overall agentic AI phase that we're currently starting to come into, right? And very quickly at that as well. Now, it's not a slow evolving thing, but it's a very, very quick and fast pace changing market environment and overall phase in this overall current AI revolution that we're in. Okay, so Path has a very clear path here. How ironic for me to say Path again. But Path clearly has a major level of resistance at 18.50, and again, this is on a higher time frame, right? This is on a monthly perspective, And this level you can be seen on the monthly, the weekly, and on the daily. And you guys can clearly see it on the quarterly time frame as well, which is the 3-month time frame. Okay, I can prove it to you guys here, right? So this 18.50 level is a massive whole number level. And so if you're able to break over this, then there's a good chance that we can at least retest the next double-digit share price of $24.50. And again, huge, massive area of supply here, okay, overhead. And so if you're able to at least even just get up to $24.50, that's a massive move from where we closed off today, right? I mean, that's, yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was thinking about 40%. So that is a little over 40% a move from $17.39 as to where we closed off today. Okay, so, you know, even if you don't decide to come back to at least retest, you know, these massive quarterly candlesticks here. Again, each quarterly candlestick consists of 3 months worth of price action. I'm fine, because even the simple retest of $24.50 is a massive move. Again, it's over 40% here from today's close. So again, my position is I think is at a nice position. We're up a lot. So well, personally for me, since we did get this last Friday, and so far it's looking very good. Okay, and hopefully uipath continues to do well, since I do have some longer term positions on path. Okay, and I believe I ended up on 50% on this position so far after grabbing it last Friday. So again, overall, a very good return so far on path, and hopefully it can give me triple-digit returns from a percentage perspective. Okay, and last but not least, we have ticker symbol TSLA, Tesla. Okay, so the notorious, infamous name. Okay, so we are going to take a look at this from a weekly perspective again, and there's a reason why I have kept Tesla again from last week's list in last week's CFO Swinger Watch Report, because it just looks too good, right? From a weekly perspective, we've been making a very tight, high and tight bull flag for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks so far, including today. Obviously, it's just Monday, but again, from the very start of this new trading week, on the 7th trading week here so far, making this bull flag, we started out in a very nice bullish way. And we are also in this already. Okay, and Tesla has just been breaking to the upside. And again, if you guys are wondering how we're in Tesla, we're using TSLL. Well, that's me personally. I don't know if any other people have used the actual equity from TSLA or option contracts, but personally for me, I am in the leveraged 2 times shares ETF for Tesla, or ticker symbol TSLL, with options. Okay, I'm planning to use equity as well, depending on how we act tomorrow. Okay, so TSLA, again, amazing breakout over 445, which is, again, was the initial entry point that I wanted to take a look at today. Obviously, this is what I told my CFO Swinger Watch Report readers last night, and really good breakout over 445. Now, again, as I've said here, I said that I am completely fine with the stock moving sideways for the rest of this week, which is, again, the last week of October, which means we can see basically October ending on a slightly positive note. Okay, I believe on the monthly time frame, yeah, so we are up 1.73%, which is not bad at all. But again, if you just end it like this, I'll be fine, because from a seasonal perspective, Tesla tends to really show great numbers and outperformance in the month of November. And after about a month and a half, or at least a little over a month and a half at this point, worth of price action of just moving completely sideways, I would love to see November being the second month where we have a second leg up higher, since, again, mid-September was the first leg up higher for Tesla. Right, so if Tesla is able to maintain this 445 level as a new area and level of support, there's a good chance that we can at least break over the current all-time high resistance level sitting at 463. And again, it's not really at all-time highs, but the reason why I'm saying it's all-time high resistance level is that, well, this is the most established level, sitting very close to the all-time high prices, right? So if it's able to achieve a retest of 463 by staying over 445 for a certain period of time and eventually break over 463, then there's a good chance that we can hit $500. And again, why 500? As I've explained in a previous stream last week, well, because it's the next logical whole number level, a magnet level that the price can go to, simply because of the fact that the price has been really staying at the highs of 400. So again, it's a similar technical perspective that I've just described on ARM, right? Where ARM has been able to, for example, ARM has been able to sit very tightly and close to the highs of the upper highs of 100, sitting at 170s to 180s. And so with Tesla, it's the same thing, right? It's been staying around 422 to 460s for the last month and a half or so. Okay, almost 2 months here. So if it's able to maintain this into the end of this month, then there's a good chance that seasonal trends can also come into play for November, where it sees outperformance and great relative strength on average. Then we can see a very nice massive move up, where in the month of November we can see a new all-time highs and eventually a retest of, a touch of this $500 whole number magnet level. Okay, and again, from a seasonal perspective, as I said here, okay, as I've written here, Tesla gained on average 10.12% on the month of November. And December also tends to be a very good continuation month as well for Tesla, if November turns out to be a very, very large gainer and an outperforming month for November. Okay, so again, the daily time frame, the weekly time frame looks absolutely amazing. It looks perked up for a great breakout. Although I wish from a weekly perspective, we can see a little bit more sideways. And again, that's the reason why I did not mind if, I do not mind actually, not in the past tense, but I do not mind if Tesla decides to end up moving just simply sideways for the rest of this month. And maybe into the first week of November as well. Because it will allow the weekly 10 SMA to catch up and allow the weekly 21 SMA, this light blue line, to also catch up as well. And again, I think based on what I know on the price action of Tesla and how my SMAs move, especially my 10 and 21 SMAs, my short-term SMAs, or the short-term pair SMAs, we should be able to see a next second leg up higher once this weekly 21 SMA is able to retest this 380 whole number level, or at the very least is able to cross over it, and that will trigger bulls to eventually give us a nice second leg up higher and upwards towards this $500 whole number level. And that will be a new all-time high as well. Okay, and that's kind of it for Tesla, because I've gone over Tesla last week and multiple times before that as well. So yeah, that is it for tonight, guys. Okay, so that was the last ticker that I have for you guys that was in the list, and I've just gone over every single ticker that was provided in this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report. And obviously I did not give you guys a full, juicy, amazing analysis and details that I've done for each and single ticker that I've shown you guys here tonight, starting off with UNIT, and then ARM, and then PATH, and then TSLA. And so if you guys want the full breakdown and analysis for every single ticker that I've done that I've shown you guys for tonight, make sure you guys check out the second link down below in the description box, where you guys can subscribe and become a reader of the CFO Swinger Watch Report today. Okay, and then just as a reminder again, once you guys become a reader, you guys will gain full and complete access to the private CFO Discord community, where you guys can further your learn and earn trading system that I have set up here with the CFO Swinger Watch Report, working in tandem with the overall private CFO Discord community. And if you guys have questions on that, please DM me on Instagram at chartsfocus1. Okay, and that is it for tonight. I really thank you guys for always joining my lives from beginning to the end, and always love it when you guys smash that like button down below even before the stream officially begins. So if you guys have made it to the end of the stream with me, and if you guys have enjoyed the entire technical analysis that I've done for these 4 tickers that have been featured in this week's CFO Swinger Watch Report, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. But if you guys are new here to this Charts Focus 1 channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button as well. And on top of that, once you hit that subscribe button, and a bell icon will show up, and that is the notification bell. Make sure you guys hit that notification bell as well, because you guys will be notified when I am live on Mondays and Wednesdays, sometimes on Wednesdays, depending on my schedule. But you guys will be notified when I am live and when I have uploaded a new video. And you guys will not want to miss out on any of my videos that I upload or any of the streams that I do. So please hit that notification bell once you guys become a subscriber of this channel. But most importantly, as a last reminder before I sign off here, become a reader of the CFO Swinger Watch Report. You guys will not, again, you guys will not regret it. I can 100% or even 1000% guarantee it. You guys will always have something to learn every single trading week when the CFO Swinger Watch Report is sent out every single Sunday night of each new trading week. Alright? Okay, so good night, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for joining and watching.